Welcome to Playing the Baritone. For this video, you will need a cloth, tuning slide grease, and valve oil. If you do not have any of these items, press pause and get them to use for this video. The first step in putting the baritone together is opening the case properly. Place your case on a flat surface, checking that the latches are on the top side. Release the latches and open the lid. The baritone has many parts. Let's look at them now. First is the bell, the main tuning slide, the water key, the valves, the valve casings, the valve tuning slides, the lead pipe, the mouthpiece receiver, and the mouthpiece. When in the case, all of the tuning slides should be pushed all the way in. In fact, in some instrument cases, the instrument will not fit in the case properly unless the tuning slides are pushed all the way in. This will also help keep your tuning slides clean. Now watch as Irving carefully removes the baritone from the case and lays it on the floor. Then he will close and latch his case. Always set the baritone down with the valve casings facing up. Never lay the baritone down on the valve casings, as this could dent the casings and cause your valves not to function properly. Now watch as Irving performs a few maintenance items on his baritone. After following along, you can pause the video and perform the task that he just demonstrated. With the exception of the mouthpiece, there is no assembly required for the baritone. However, each time you take the instrument out, you will need to move the tuning slides to their correct position. The main tuning slide will need to be pulled out. This may vary for each player and instrument, but generally it should be pulled out about an inch. The first time you use your instrument, and periodically thereafter, you will need to clean the main tuning slide off and apply fresh slide grease. For the main tuning slide, you can simply slide the tuning slide all the way out. Then use a cloth to clean off both parts of the slide. Next, Irving will apply a little bit of slide grease to the ends of the tubing. Apply only enough for the slide to move easily. Next, he will gently move the slide back and forth in its tubing, working in the new grease. Then he will carefully slide the tuning slide back into its original position. Then pull it back out about an inch. For the valve tuning slides, you can apply grease in the same manner, but you will need to press the corresponding valve down for each slide while removing the tuning slide. And press the corresponding valve down when returning the slide to its proper place. This will help avoid damaging the valve and valve casing. Now press pause and grease each of your tuning slides as Irving has just demonstrated. Next, we must oil our valves. Again, watch as Irving demonstrates this for you. After taking out his valve oil, he will unscrew the first valve from the valve casing. This is the valve closest to the receiver. Most instruments also have the valve number engraved somewhere on the valve itself. Now he will take a cloth and clean off the valve. Each time you oil your valves, it is beneficial to clean off dirt and the old valve oil to allow the valve to work as effectively as possible. It is also recommended to clean the inside of the valve casing as well. Now he will place enough valve oil on the valve to cover the outside of the valve. Then he will place the valve back inside the casing using the plastic guide to be sure it is placed in the proper direction. It is important that each valve go in its own casing. They cannot be interchanged. If it is placed incorrectly, the baritone will not work properly. Now press pause and oil each of your valves, remembering these important steps. Finally, Irving will take his mouthpiece and carefully place the smaller end into the receiver on the lead pipe. He will gently give the mouthpiece a 1/4 turn to properly secure the mouthpiece in the receiver. This will keep the mouthpiece from falling out of your instrument. It is important to take good care of your instrument, so always remember these essential elements of baritone care. Always place your case on the floor. Never set your baritone on the bell, as this could damage the bell and could be easily knocked over, causing damage to your instrument. When laying your instrument down, lay it on its side with the valve casings facing up. Regularly clean and grease all tuning slides. Always press the valves down when removing the valve tuning slides. Regularly clean and oil your valves so they work properly. Always return the valves to the proper casing facing the correct direction. Only give your mouthpiece 1/4 turn when placing into the receiver. Learning to take care of your instrument is an important first step in playing the baritone.